So what's good, TMG fam? It's your boy Ellen. I'm back with another reaction. How y'all feel? Welcome back to the channel. Salute. Now listen, since all the hype and the just the whole fiasco, the whole frenzy about GameStop has sort of simmered down and calmed down, right? It was crazy. It was a wild ride. It was a roller coaster. It dominated the news cycle. It was everywhere. You still hear little things about it, you know what I'm saying? But for the most part, it's kind of simmered down a little bit, right? Now the stories start coming out about the people that have been affected by it. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to hear all of them, but it's out there. And then the ones that they're going to go after, you'll start hearing about that eventually as well. So real quick, I want to look. I should have had it pulled up on my phone, but I want to look and see what GameStop is currently at. $49.51 is what it closed out at in the market today. Let that sink in, bro. $49.51. Bro, that is insane. To go up over $400 to be back down to $49 is crazy to me, bro. Crazy to me. Now, I want to talk about the story that sparked this whole video that I just wanted to come kick it with y'all, do something a little bit different, you know, and come kick it with y'all, if I could say it. Come kick it with y'all for a minute. But this story here that I ran across on Twitter, right? And it says, meet the GameStop investors who bet big and lost big. All right. So if y'all ain't been living under a rock and haven't heard, like, there's some people that took some massive hits, man. I know everybody hear about Michael Jordan, but it's Michael Jordan. He's going to be okay. You know what I mean? A couple rounds of them Jordans come out, couple 11s, 12s, 1s. He'll be fine. He ain't take like that. Let's be clear. And I went to this. It was pulled up. It was posted on Twitter, but it was on the Wall Street Journal page. And let me see. Can I read a little bit to y'all? It says Salvador was so enthusiastic about GameStop Corp in late January that he took out a $20,000 personal loan and used it to purchase shares. Now, let's not knock him for that, because a lot of people have done that. A lot of people have thought about doing it, and a lot of people have done it. So let's not knock him too crazy. He saw something he believed in, but, you know, I would be willing to bet or guarantee that he really didn't do the homework on the stock. You know what I mean? Meaning the fundamentals, the technical analysis, knowing whether or not this was a good company. Because remember, we all heard and knew that this company was in jeopardy of filing bankruptcy. I want to say back in October, I think it was, or whenever it was before then. $20,000 personal loan and used it to purchase shares. Then the buzzy stock plunged nearly 80%. GameStop's volatile ride is hitting the portfolios of individual investors like Mr. Salvador, who purchased the stock in a social media fueled frenzy. These casual traders say GameStop was their YOLO, or you only live once, trade. They bought it around its late January peak, betting it would continue its astronomical climb. Now, that's because you were hearing it from people who had no earthly idea what they were talking about, bro. Oh, I kept hearing people say, it's going to go to 1,000. Oh, it's going to go to... What do you know about the stock market? You know what I'm saying? And I'm not knocking anybody who puts their time in or anything, bro. I don't claim to... Don't ever get no stock advice from me. You know what I'm saying? Unless I told you I've done the research. But even if I told you I've done the research, bro, you should still vet that research. You should still do your own due diligence and go, anybody you get stock information from, you go back and you check behind them. You vet them out, because you're putting your hard-earned cash or a loan and based upon what somebody else says, bro, you want to go fact check that. Please do. You know what I'm saying? So, where was I at? Brought it later. Let's see. Oh, and it took the 80%. Yeah, 80% drop. It says, Mr. Salvador, a 25-year-old security guard in Virginia, started investing 4 years ago after deciding he wanted to retire young. To save money, he drives a 98 Honda, eats a lot of rice, and lives with his dad. He stashed his savings in most diverse index funds, which are now valued at $50,000. Then Mr. Salvador, a longtime reader of the Wall Street's Bets page on Reddit, saw others posting about buying GameStop shares in the stock's colossal rise. Like 9 times out of 10, man, by the time you hear the information, it's too late, bro. It's entirely too late. You know what I'm saying? Most people will tell you in the stock market chat that you buy on the rumors and you sell on the news. You know what I'm saying? Meaning pretty much that by the time you hear it on the news, it's too late, bro. It's too late. The big players are getting out. The institutions and the hedges, they're getting out. You're hearing the news. You're too late, bro. You in the water with sharks when you in that market, bro. You in there with sharks, man. They can spot you coming from a mile away. So they're going to watch you buy, and then they're going to short you. They're going to short that position, bro. It's crazy, man, but you got to be cognizant of what you're doing when you get in that market, man. Seriously, bro. And I was so praying when I heard about this article that it didn't end in suicide, because so many times you'll hear something like this happen, and it ends in suicide because that person couldn't take it. You know what I'm saying? And Queen sent me one article, and I can't remember too much about the story. I have to go back and look it up, but I think it was this guy who had like this Robinhood account, and I think they possibly, or don't quote me on that, you know, this is allegedly, you know what I mean? This is me covering myself. This is what I think I remember, or I heard on it. Allegedly, is that they contacted him, said he owed this amount in an account. He was over. He's saying he didn't, ended up killing himself. And before they could find out that it was an error or a glitch in the system, right? So I was praying that this one didn't end in that type of way as well. So let's keep going, all right? It says he didn't want to touch his index fund investment, so instead he got a personal loan with an 11.19% interest rate from a credit union and used it to fund most of his GameStop purchase. He bought shares at $234 each. Wow, and I have to go on to, you have to subscribe to read the full story, but he bought the shares at $234 each. Now, in response to this story, I want to see what some of the people on Twitter had to say, right? So, this one guy says, stop perpetuating the myth that GameStop was the little guy taking down the big bad Wall Street. Inside the little guys who lost money by listening to the wrong people. That dude is right, bro. It's right. A lot of people took a lot of L's. Somebody got left holding that bag. You know, you hear about all the Robinhood stories about people not being able to get in their account, them stopping the trade so many times. You kept hearing on CNBC, oh, it's halted. Oh, it's halted. You know what I'm saying? I remember even trying to get into my account that day, and I ain't want nothing to do with GameStop, but it was messing with other stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, it took forever for me to get into my account that day. Luckily, I wasn't trying to get out of a trade or anything like that, or I'd have been pissed. So imagine the people who are day traders or different ones who are trying to get in or get out of something, and you couldn't even get into your account because of that frenzy. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people got left holding the bag, man, and they're thinking that trade is a long-term trade. I would ask them to, again, do your research on that company, bro, and figure out why were they filing bankrupts. Like, come on, bro, think about it, man. You go into GameStop, how many people do you see in there working? Not many, right? How many customers do you see in there? Unless it's a big release date of like PlayStation or Xbox, the actual consoles, or a big video game that's about to drop, a GTA, Madden, 2K, something crazy that's dropping, you ain't gonna walk in that store and see too many people in there. Why, when you can go straight to the console these days and download it to your video game? Xbox, PlayStation has that direct-to-consumer experience now. So no longer do you have to go in a GameStop. That was a game changer. It was. It was. It cut out, like, you know what I mean? It cut out the middleman, like in a drug deal. It cut the middleman out. It hurt. I mean, even back in the day, be honest with you, I was never really too much of a GameStop fan, because when I first heard about GameStop back in the day, and I was like, oh, word, you could take your games back? You can get money on your games that I bought, that I don't want no more, and then I can apply that to get a certain amount off of the game I'm about to get? Oh, that's dope. To get there and them offer you literally like pennies back for that game. I was like, oh man, I might as well keep the game then. Maybe I may have a nostalgic moment and I want to go back and play this game. I'd rather do that than get this little bit of money they about to try to hand me. You know what I'm saying? So I never really, and that's just me speaking from my personal experience. You know what I'm saying? I can't speak for anybody else, but my personal experience in the whole just dealing with GameStop. I hardly ever go in there. And when I do, it's not that many people in there. So, like, how are they going to compete now? You know, how are they going to compete? So, yeah, let's keep looking to see what some other people had to say. Nobody else had anything to say about it. Or am I looking at it? I don't get on Twitter enough, y'all. Okay, here we go. Let's click on this. It said, it's funny that the Wall Street Journal makes no mention of the illegal market manipulation that was deployed by Robinhood and others to tank the stock. This dude made the right call, as everyone who played GME, and it was stolen from everyone right in the light of day. That's like, it felt like they protected the, you know how they say the quote unquote, this was like David versus Goliath, and it's kind of like they protected Goliath. You know what I'm saying? These big firms and they've been manipulating the stock market for years. Years, bro. Years. You know what I'm saying? They've been doing that, man. So now the tables are turned. It was reversed. Wall Street Bets did it to them, and now you don't like that feeling, huh? It's not fair, huh? That's funny. Was it fair when you've been doing it? You've been going to these little secret meetings and y'all come together at these little clubs, yacht clubs, or wherever it is the rich meet at, and formulate a way to manipulate the stock market? It was okay then? Yeah, okay. All right. Let's keep going. Somebody said maybe don't take out personal loans that are like half your yearly pay to invest in meme stocks of dead companies. That's true too, bro. You know what I'm saying? That is true. Somebody said poor dude is going to be eating rice until he's 35. Nah, he'll bounce back, man. You know what I'm saying? You'll bounce back, bro. You'll definitely bounce back. I'm rooting for him, man. I don't never want to see nobody lose no money or take a hit like that, bro. Somebody said, just another example of why financial literacy should be a focal point of grade school education. I agree. Could probably make space for it by getting rid of wood shop. I never took wood shop in high school, so you're right. You can get rid of that class. But that is so true, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like financial literacy should be a course in school, as well as credit, as well as taxes, as well as being able to open up a bank account, man. Like, I didn't even open up a bank account till was I in my 20s? I want to say I was in my 20s before I opened up my first checking account. That's sad, bro. That's sad. You know what I'm saying? I'm riding around with wads of cash in my glove compartment, hidden compartments in my car, shoe boxes, under mattresses. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing stuff like horrible, bro. Horrible. I don't mind telling you about it. You know what I mean? Because it shows you how far I've come, man. But yeah, man, I would love to take a class like that back then. Would I have received it as much as I do now? Probably not. I probably would have dicked around in class and didn't get the experience. But some people would have taken it serious. You know what I'm saying? And it should be an option for you to take, bro, because it's very, very important. Your credit, when do most people mess up their credit? In their 20s, in their college years, in their late teens, early 20s, stuff like that. We mess it up. We have no idea what we're doing, and we end up ruining it. And we don't know how this will affect us in the future. We're completely naive to that. That one day we're really gonna need this. It's really gonna come in handy. And by the time we need it, we've done ruined it. So now we got to take all these steps to get it fixed and pay all this money. It's crazy, bro. Let's keep scrolling a little bit more, and then we're gonna close it out. So let's see. I could have told him that from the beginning. Some people don't need to be investing in the market. Let's see. Being 25, I can't really blame him for borrowing to invest. Nope. This is terrible. Never chase, especially a meme stock. Always diversify. Disciplined investors win in the end. That's a dope statement right there, bro. It's definitely true. These people gamble based on literally nothing. No fundamentals, no change in a company strategy, no gross margin improvements, nothing other than random strangers on the internet told them to buy. Think about that. That's the last one I'm gonna read because that one is so true. It's everything that we was just talking about. I'm gonna read it one more time for you because that's everything we was just talking about. These people gambled based upon literally nothing. And if you won, kudos to you. But the reason why that's bad, the fact that you gambled, is because what? We're creatures of habit, right? So you'll do it again. You'll do it again. That's just like if you get caught or you don't get caught stealing, right? Or you do something bad. You may not get caught the first time, but we're creatures of habit. So if I ain't get caught, it's more than like, I'm probably gonna do it again and again and again, and then I'm gonna get caught, bro. You know what I'm saying? So if you made money, cool, bro. But I definitely wouldn't say you should do that again without doing the research, bro. No fundamentals, no change in company strategy, no gross margin improvements, nothing other than random strangers on the internet told them to buy. Think about that. It's crazy, man. You're going to start hearing more and more of these stories come out. You may have already started hearing them. It's going to be sad, bro. It's going to be sad, bro. It's going to be sad. I just wanted to come kick it with y'all, do something a little bit different, man, and talk about some of the stuff that you're hearing in the news, man, and just get y'all's opinion on it, man. I value you guys' opinion. You guys are some of the smartest people I know, man. So just to hear y'all talk about it, hear y'all's opinion. Do you agree? Do you disagree? I just like to have the dialect, man, and just the conversation. You know what I mean? So dialogue, what I said, dialect. I just want to have the dialogue and hear you guys' opinion on it. So definitely drop your comments in the comment section below. All right, it's your boy L, man. Until the next reaction of my peace, y'all stay solid. Hey.